All right guys, it's Alex out here at Bloomington, Indiana, Premium and Exotic Wholesale. And today we're not gonna look at any specific one truck. Some requests we've had are some informational videos on hitches, style of hitches, their capabilities, pros and cons of the different ones. Here starting out, we're gonna take a look at the back of this sport chassis. Now mind you, keep in mind, I am here to sell trucks, guys, I am. That being said, every one of these trucks is available. If you see one of them that you like, even though I'm not specifically talking about the truck, hit me up, 816-489-8298 or alex at premiumandexotic.com. So let's jump in here. First hitch up is gonna be arguably one of the most popular, best hitches, in my opinion, around. We're talking about the Hensley TSLB 32,000 pound hitch. It is air ride, rated for 32,000 pounds and 5,000 pounds on top of it. Right now, currently, there's not another hitch out there on the market other than one more that we're gonna talk about today for these style of trucks that handles that kind of weight on air ride. So we'll start air ride. What does it do for you? Well, on the fifth wheel side of things, guys, you know, you get a lot of chucking back and forth in your 350s, 450s, and on rare occasion on the sport chassis, you do feel that chuck, that pull, that bounce from your RV or your trailer, whatever it may be, you feel it. Not only is that giving you a poor ride quality, but it's also wear and tear on your trailer. So later on down the road, you're gonna have more wear and tear than what you need on the actual tongue, stopping, the frame bending and flexing, so on and so forth. I know there's gonna be a lot of you out there like, oh, it's not that bad. Every little bit goes a long way in these things because every trailer is a rolling earthquake. That being said, air ride, when you plug up to this thing, it's 2 airbags with shock absorbers on the side. This one is currently set up with fifth wheel. At the pull of a bolt down the center, you can use the same hitch with a gooseneck. So you can use the same Hensley TSLB hitch, remove the fifth wheel plate, and a gooseneck ball can be dropped in. Yes, you have to use a few tools. It takes about 10 minutes, but you can remove that bolt out quick and easy, drop the other one in, tighten it back on, you're ready to go. In the Hensley style trucks, guys, we plumb the air to the air compressor, to the tanks on the truck. You have the full power of the Freightliner air compressor that's ran off the block to power the airbags here. Ride comfort is next to none on a TSLB. Arguably the nicest, best rated hitch in the industry. I'd stand behind them all day. Going to our second hitch, which is a custom to the truck itself, is gonna be the Schwalbe hitches. Let's jump over, take a look at those, and see what they have to offer as well. All right guys, here we are on the back of a 2019 Peterbilt. This is a custom Schwalbe stretch. Schwalbe has their own hitches. They are air ride, very similar to what a Hensley style hitch is. However, in my educated opinion, these are a little heavier built. Same scenario, airbags, still has shock absorbers on the side, still very heavy, rated at 32,000 pounds, put 5,000 pounds on top. These are not on the market shelf that you can get it like the Hensley. These are only from Schwalbe themselves. This thing, like I said, can also accommodate a fifth wheel setup, so you can adapt it to this without having to pull all this all the way out. Fully set up, ready to go. This specific unit is also ran off the truck's air supply with a quick shutoff valve right here. Another great option to prevent the chucking, ride quality for animals. Some of you haul very high-end cars or just your fifth wheel. It takes a lot of the vibration, chucking, a lot of the jarring out of traveling. All right, now we're gonna go look at a few options without the Hensley hitch, without the Schwalbe hitch, without the option to do both at the same time on air ride. I'm gonna show you an individual gooseneck ball, not on air, not the fancy setup. Will it work? Absolutely. Will it provide the quality of protection that one of these do and the running down the road comfortably? No, but it's still not gonna be uncomfortable because you're in a big truck with big airbags on the rear end. This is just added upgrade features. Let's jump over to a sport chassis with just a ball and take a look. All right guys, here we are in the back of a sport chassis without an air ride hitch from Schwalbe and without a TSLB Hensley. All right guys, so here in the back of the sport chassis is a basic plate with a basic 2 5/16 ball. Yes, it will handle your gooseneck just fine, no problem. Yes, it does have a plate, and yes, we can put the fifth wheel rails on there, and you could put the fifth wheel setup in there. And that's conventional. There's nothing wrong with it. But like everybody on these things, you know, when you go from a 350, you upgrade to the big sport chassis, big Freightliner. This is an option to upgrade on the air ride. Guys, 2 5/16 ball, you still have air ride on the rear axle, and we can put rails in here for a fifth wheel style setup if you want. However, we do recommend at that point for the money to go ahead and get the Hensley. You'll be way happier. That being said, guys, nothing wrong with this setup. Huge upgrades come from the Schwalbe truck straight from factory that way, or to upgrade this scenario is a Hensley style setup. Guys, currently they're $3,800 to get one installed here. If you decide you want to purchase one, a truck from us and want the Hensley style setup, we keep them in stock. We keep them ready to go. We keep the gooseneck ball, auxiliary hitch to go intermittent, the fifth wheel in stock. We keep the fifth wheel in stock. Whatever you want, we can make it happen, and we can retrofit anything you need to make it fit in your truck. Guys, as always, with any truck, 816-489-8298, get you straight to my pocket. 816-489-8298. Jackson's gonna fry me on the straight to my pocket thing like he does, but it's true, guys. My grandmother calls me on this phone. Alex at premiumandexotic.com. If you have any questions, give me a shout. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you watching. Shoot me a message with any questions you got.